Hey traders, Steve here from Jackrabbit Trader, and in this video we're going to take a quick look at our performance for October 2019. If you guys have been following along for a while, you'll know that we keep track of our performance in this fancy spreadsheet here. And you can see that over the last month or so, or I shouldn't say month, but 2 months, that we've really just gone sideways, right? We had a great start to the year: February, March, April, May, June, July, and August, all positive, bringing in about $13,000. And then September and October really haven't lived up to their expectations. And you can see on the trade performance here that we've kind of just gone sideways really since trade 72 here, just really going sideways. And that's part of the process, right? There's going to be times that we're going to outperform, there's going to be times that we underperform, and there's going to be times that we're really not making much traction, and we're in that one of those times right here right now. So for October, I lost a total of $87 on the accounts, and we'll take a look at all the trades that we closed for October. And you can see not too many, right? We only had a few stock trades, but really just trading around our hedge in the SPY. So let's start with that one. We came in to October with a put hedge that we bought some puts at 635, sold them at 970 for a 1336 profit. And let's check out the daily chart, and we'll go into the 925 area. So here you can see we put those puts on, and then we had a quick reversal to the downside. We're able to take those puts off for a nice low profit. And that's just our simple go-to strategy of market cycles, where we're closing below the 21-day exponential moving average, and therefore we want to put some exposure onto the downside to protect the portfolio. And that's exactly what we did. We were able to use this candle here on 924, put those puts on. We went sideways for some time and then had a big move lower and took the opportunity there to go ahead and put on or take off that protection. All right, so there is the first trade that we had. And then if we take a look at the second trade that we had in the SPY, and those are right here, you'll see that between the whole trade I lost $572. But on 10-4, we put on the puts once again, took half of them off on 10-8, obviously wishing that I now took all of them off, but and then we took the rest off on 10-15. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So here we are with 10-8. So I think I have it wrong. I think it's this bar. So 10-7 is where we put them on. Okay. And then we got the quick move lower on 10-8. Let's just double check those dates one more time. I'm sorry. They went on 10-4. They came off on 10-8. That's what it is. All right. So they went on 10-4. Okay. So they went on right here. 10-4. We then went up, tested the 21-day exponential moving average, pulled back. All right. Took half of them off there, thinking we were going to see lower prices, maybe down to this 284 level. And then sure enough, the only thing that happened is we just reverted, went back to the upside. And then once we closed back over the 21-day exponential moving average here on the 12th, those puts came off because now we're in a green market cycle and our strategy changes a little bit. So again, we had the move that we needed. We're looking for a little bit more, didn't get it. Hindsight being 2020, probably should have had a stop here at this 291.86 level, which was the highs from this bar, and would have used that maybe on the 10th to be taken out instead of giving up this big gap to the upside. But needless to say, in the month of October, we did capitalize on some SPY puts, and all in all took in a profit of $764 just on the puts themselves. The other names that we had: RTN, Pepsi, and Realty, okay, Realty Income Group, Adobe, and Mondelez. So let's take a quick look at those. And we had some profits in RTN, Pepsi, and O. All right, we're able to bank $380 on those. And again, if you're following along with the weekly process of what we look for once we start to transition into a red market cycle, we're going to look for some opportunities to take some profits. That's what these three stocks represented. So Raytheon obviously now continues higher, and I think we recently just sent this out on a trade alert, but realistically this was a stock that was moving, pulled back, and then you could see here bought 38 shares at 189, flipped them out at 194 for a quick little profit there. Same idea again, had some profits, so bought those 76 shares at 75.61, sold them up here around 77 for about a $2 profit. Okay, and continued higher, and as this past week really the stock kind of came back down, so just about trading where we exited. So that was Raytheon, and what was the other one? Pepsi. All right, so again, there's no real rhyme or reason of why we're taking these trades off. You could see even here, this was a great breakout trade for Pepsi, but I took it off the following week because of the transition to a red market cycle. And again, I want to book profits as quickly as possible, and it really has just pulled back since. So here, buying 67 at 136.35, flipping them out at 138.32, and then see where you could see where it pulled back to, right to this support level. So those were the three profitable trades we made. Then we also had a couple losers that we had to deal with towards the end of the month in Mondelez and Adobe. So MDLZ. All right, so this was one, you could see that we had a couple trades in this in Mondelez earlier in the year, taking it from 49 to 51. And then here we were using this breakout up here at 56, after this long move, thinking it was going to continue. That didn't work. All right, came back down, consolidated a little bit longer, and then ultimately broke our support level of 53.62, and therefore taking that trade off for a loss. And then last but not least, Adobe. All right, breakout, bought 21 at 300. On this move right up to here, had a couple weeks of continued upward momentum, and then really just pulled back and came in, touched this 270 area many times. You could see with these wicks on these candles, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, and then finally broke down, used that to get out. And as I said to members, probably marking the lows here, but now here it is transitioning back up to the upside. So just because we're out of these trades doesn't mean they're not setting up for moves back to the upside. I'm liking Adobe here at 289. If it can stay here towards the end of the week, maybe for a rotation back up to the upside to 312. All right, so that may be in one of our trade alerts this week. So if you want to get on that, head on over to jackrabbittrader.com /trade alerts, and you can check out our trade alerts that we send out every weekend to all our email subscribers. And again, if you're not familiar with the weekly process that we're discussing that lets us try and stay in sync with the market, definitely head on over there /weekly process, and you can check out that free e-course. But that's it. So all in all those trades that we made this month in October, right here, from here to here, resulted in an $87 loss for the month of October. We're starting off November with a quick little profit, so hopefully we can build on that. But year over year, everything that considered, we're still moving in the right direction. The goal for this year was to hit $20,000. I don't think that's going to happen, but as long as we continue to outperform every single year, you could see what we did in 2016, 17, 18, and here we are in 2019 trying to just outperform 14.12%, then I'll consider it a success, and we'll just head in the right direction. So they're not going to work every day, they're not going to work every time, but for what we're doing and the trades that we're taking, we have some profitable positions ahead of us, and you could see those right here. And again, if you're interested in joining us in the Jackrabbit Club, head on over to jackrabbittrader.com /membership and sign up, and you'll get all my my trade alerts and watch over my shoulder as I trade my real money portfolio. Other than that, have a great rest of the night, and we'll talk to you next week. Take care, guys.